Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here with my first lot of batch cooking for 2022, and I've started off by making embellishments. I do enjoy making embellishments, they're always such fun. So I've used scraps for this first set from Artie Mays from the Wintertide kit that I made the journal out of previously, and I just went on then to make these tags. They're absolutely plain on the back, as you can see, but the blackness just picks up the colours and the digital image and just makes it look so absolutely gorgeous. I've made 6 of these, I think, or 5, 2, 3, 5 of these. I just fell in love with this kit. It is so versatile and so natureful. It's glorious. My most favourite owl, which everyone seems to appreciate. I have used my Stickles crystal here because I just think these images lend themselves to having that little bit of glitter and splash on them, with it being winter time and with it being the snow scenes in the background. So that was the first set I made, which I'll move gently out of the way. I then went on to make these circle pockets. Now there is absolutely nothing new here. All I've done, if I've kind of double loaded them for the moment because I'm going to be posting them off and I want them to be protected a little bit from our wonderful post people, who are a joy to behold, but they do tend to get a bit roughhousing with their parcels sometimes. So this is just a Collage Circle. As you can see, I've cut 2 of the same size, cut them in half, put the little pocket pull here, and then decorated, and it can be whatever you want it to be for any project that you're working on. You can either put a little eyelet in here or just make it a little pocket stuffer. It's entirely up to the individual. And then I've made smaller circles like this, and they will fit inside if you want them to, or they can be freestanding. It's entirely up to the individual as to how these get used, but I think they're rather lovely. I enjoyed making them several years ago, and you know that it is another very versatile little project. Doesn't take hours and hours to make, lends itself to all manner of design, whether it be seasonal or special events. With Valentine coming up, it would be lovely for that kind of thing. And as I say, then the other circle is completely plain, and that would then allow the recipient of these little ones to add something to it if she so desired. This is another one. I didn't make so many of these because they are quite not a lot of work, but there's a lot more involved with them. That's the side there, and again it's some of the images from the Wintertide and then bits and pieces from all over the place that I've collected in digital form and then fussy cut and utilised. So there's G. Kerr, there's Artie Mays, I think Shabby Dabby Doodah, but don't quote me because these are several years old. Then I've used the little tag on the top, as you can see. So there are 4 of these. It's very simplistic. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours at it. It can be as straightforward as you want it to be. So those are those little ones. Oh, I've been busy, but I've quite enjoyed it. Then I went on to, and some of these have been shared on Instagram. So I'll move those over there, move those down there, and we come to the next little round of Embellishments. Now this is not vellum, surprisingly, although you can see the glue through it, which is a shame, and I didn't think about that too very well when I was putting these together, but it is still quite effective, and that isn't seen in just ordinary daylight. But this is an Artie Mays image, I think from the combined kit that she did with Tracy Fox, I think, and all I did was melt candle wax over the ordinary copier paper, and it gives it a transparency that then looks like vellum. And then I've just used some little word tokens, absolutely plain on the back. The eyelet is there to thread through whatever needs to be thread through, and there are 6 of these, I think, and the focal image is definitely different on each one. And then I've just used oddments and bits and pieces that I've cut down to suit and put these together in this manner. Little butterfly one there, which I particularly liked. But there is no hard and fast rule with these kind of embellishments, you know. Just pick up whatever you've got on your desk, try and coordinate it with colour and perhaps a shape that you've got in mind, and then fill that space. These are double layered, and I have popped them up on a little bit of foam tape here, and that is just to give that dimensional feel and look to the overall project. But what could be more effective and really very, very simple to do? You don't have to spend hours and hours planning and wondering. If you've got a load of things handy from previous projects, that is usually the best way to start with this kind of project. And then today I've just finished another little batch cook, which will conclude the share, and these are paperclip embellishments, which I also thoroughly enjoy making. And this is just a banner with a bit of lace, a Stampin' Up label that punch that I've had for quite some time now, a little bit of wordage from Tim Holt's Chit Chat, and a tiny little heart. The paperclip is hidden underneath, so all you need do then is apply this to your page or whatever else you want to do. They're only side loading. They'll either come in from the right or they'll come in from the left, but there are again 6 of these. So and these are the Sizex oh dear, it's not florals, but it's leaves and flower heads. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it, I do apologise, but it's a very, very popular one in the Thinlits range. Number 2, and they're all identical. They've all just been wiped around with a little bit of the vintage photo. I've got some glue here and there from the glue stick, unfortunately, that's gone a little bit yellow, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Again, absolutely plain on the back, but you can see how effective they are. You don't need oodles and oodles of stuff to make pretty things that will fit in with other projects, is what I'm trying to say very simply. And there is the last one. I've just used the red tape on the back, red line tape, because it is stronger. I do hope it will hold together. If not, it's going to need a little bit of glue. But those are the embellishments that I will be sending off in a day or two. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing them all. They really are very, very simplistic, but put in the right setting, they can actually contribute very, very nicely to a journal, or, you know, just a freestanding pocket filler or envelope stuffer, depending on where your imagination takes you. It's limitless, really. It just is down to taking the time to build something like this. You either keep it in your stash then and use it later, or you use it immediately. You know, it's one of those things, or send it out in friend mail. I'll just widen out so that you can see the whole array here. But you know, I'm actually really very pleased with how this has all come together. Excuse the oh, it's this elastic band. Excuse that little bit of framework there. I'm trying a ring light as suggested by the lovely scrimping mommy to see if I can get a better and clearer visual on my makes, because apparently my lighting is quite dimpsy and it's not showing things off to their best. So the cameraman has, I haven't called him that for ages, this little ring light from his photography days, and we just decided we'd give it a go. Now it's all falling apart, and see how we fared. So giggles over. I will love you and leave you. Be happy, stay safe, and happy crafting. Take care everyone. Bye bye for now.